Welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm here to share in this video my number one resource and tools that I rely on to help me to educate myself on things that I don't already know because I have new clients who fall into different types of situations where I need to go learn about them. I go to IRS.GOV to make that happen. So if you're a new tax professional, a new tax preparer, whatever title you give yourself or whatever you're known by, and you're new to this industry of tax preparation and taxation, I let all my people know who were part of my coaching program to make IRS.GOV your number one hangout to learn all the things you need to learn, get to know the website, get to see what's under all the different tabs that has so much information that's going to help you to learn the things that you need to know about that you don't know about already. And as you get different types of clients who have different types of situations where you need to go research that, IRS.GOV is the place I go to research the things that I don't know about, I'm not familiar about, but I need to learn them so I can help service my client who's looking to get their taxes done accurately and professionally based on their individual situation is paramount. It's important. So I've been on this site for 21 years, 15 as a business owner. Ever since I've been in this industry, I've made IRS.GOV my all-to go-to resource for learning. And so I use third-party vendors as a tool to help validate what I'm learning. But the number one place I go to educate myself is IRS.GOV. So if you need assistance with starting your own tax preparation business, I have a coaching program which is designed to help the woman who wants to get started, but she doesn't want to get started by herself. And so IRS.GOV has always been the number one site that I've always went to learn the things I need to learn about that I didn't already know. And so that site is so important because the information that I get from the site, if I have any issues with it, all I can do is let the client know I got this information straight from the horse's mouth. And in other words, when it comes to the information that I've given you, and if it's a conflict with that, then we have to go to the source to find out what the problem is, especially if I'm confident in my ability that I've interpreted that information correctly. So that's one of the biggest issues with learning the knowledge and skills needed to be able to prepare individual income taxes is to be able to interpret the information correctly and apply it to each and every client situation. And if you can't do that, then that's going to be a problem with you learning how to prepare individual income taxes. So that's the biggest challenge with people who want to start their own career in the tax preparation industry by having their own tax preparation business is being able to learn how to prepare taxes for clients. Because the information that's available, if you can't read and comprehend what it's saying and apply it to the client that you plan on servicing, which is going to vary from one to the next, then you're in trouble. You know, I had a situation with a client who was married. The wife was the one who was really doing the taxes, but they separated. But the money was so good, he wanted to keep it going. But I sent him over some information. I talked to him. I educated him on the Zoom call, and he said there was just too much information to learn, and he basically gave up on it because see, everybody can't do what we do when it comes to learning how to prepare individual income taxes. It's just one meant for everybody. So if you can't wrap your mind around interpreting the information, understanding what it's saying, and being able to apply it to your clients, then you might want to find another career path to go on. And the quicker you take action on that, the quicker you find out, the quicker you can make another path selection. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't know until you take action if this industry is right for you. I had another client who was from Columbia, Georgia, who got an idea to start her own tax preparation business. And she realized that the responsibilities and the knowledge and the information needed to learn this was something she wasn't willing to do. And she realized how good she was already at her job. And she decided just to stick with that because, see, what happened was she took a pay cut because she relocated from one state to another who paid way less money. And so she wanted to offset that by starting a business. Someone gave her the idea of starting your own tax preparation business. But by taking action with me, she realized that that was something she didn't want to do because there's so much information involved in learning how to prepare taxes that that information overload can take place, that you just decide that, hey, this is something I don't want to do. Then the responsibility that you have to be responsible for when it comes to other people's money and preparing the taxes right and not making errors terrify people that they just don't want to even get started because they don't want that responsibility of making a mistake on someone's tax return that's going to affect their money. And I understand that. But that's why it's so important to connect with someone who you know, like, and trust enough, who have their own coaching and consulting style program that's designed to help you learn this stuff where you ain't learning it by yourself. Where you got someone who has the knowledge, the skills, the insight that's going to train you and guide you and make sure you don't make mistakes that I made. Make sure you don't make mistakes that you're going to make as a new business owner trying to do this by yourself is paramount. So this career industry based on knowledge is so important. People come to us because they assume we know how to prepare individual income taxes and we should be able to help them with their tax situation. That's the bottom line. And so if you don't understand how to prepare taxes and you don't understand that this industry that we're in is not to be taken lightly because we deal with other people's money and other people's information, then you might want to find another route to go in when it comes to starting a business. So I'm just grateful that when I took the Jackson Hewitt course back in '95, that I fell in love with preparing individual income taxes. I was already grateful that I like to help people anyway, and being able to help people in this type of way became the business that I was going to start later on. And so I always wanted to start my own business. And when I was a young man, I said I wanted to have my own business. But at that time, I didn't know what it was going to be. But just living life and going through life and trying different things, income taxes and the career industry of tax preparation and taxation became the business that I was going to start and make a career out of. And I've been here since 2001, and I haven't looked back. So if you need the leadership and guidance from someone who been there and done that, who can help you get started from a very simple point of view. And yes, it's a whole lot of information to be covered with learning how to prepare taxes. But my approach is based on your ability to understand and interpret the information. So I give the information out in piecemeal. I give you little by little by little, and we build on that. And if you're the student that doesn't need the piecemeal approach, then I can give you much as you can handle based on your ability to learn it. And that's the difference. My coaching program is customized to your needs and your abilities to get started. You know, I have a special going on right now for $1,195 when my course is normally $2,000. And so right now you can get weekly training from me. You can learn how to prepare taxes. You can learn how to use the professional software that we use to do the work with. You can learn how to operate your business from the front end as well as the back end. The back end is for people who have employees and work with independent contractors and have payroll issues and compliance and things of that nature that has to be done as well. The back end take care of that. The front end deals with the daily operation of the business. The front end deals with the business structure, the business accounts, the payment processes, the record keeping requirements, all the different things you want to consider when getting started and having all those things in place is what I help cover with my coaching program. That's vital to you starting out on the right path and starting out in a way that's going to allow you to just focus on the things you need to focus on inside your business. So when it's all said and done, my number one all-to go-to resource for learning and educating myself is IRS.GOV. I'm going to leave a link inside the description of the video that's going to take you to a PDF that I created last night on different topics that you can click on that's going to take you to the IRS.GOV website that I've created and put together based on the information that I've learned and I needed to know about, and I use IRS.GOV to learn it from. So when it's all said and done, if you need some assistance, you need some guidance, you don't want to start your own tax preparation business on your own, then reach out to me with my contact information, and we follow that back up with a Zoom call. And from there, you normally either ready to take action or you're not. But however you want to do it, this here web address, coachingwiththomas.com, is my booking link where you can click on that. It'll take you to a page where you can book a 30-minute free session when it comes to learning and being educated on what it's going to take for you to get started in the career industry of tax preparation and taxation. And I'll see you in my next video.